What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I want to talk about why you must do difficult things in your life, especially if you're a man. You need to be engaging in activities that push you physically, mentally, and spiritually. The reason I'm saying that is because I moved to a farm about a year ago, and I've never worked in a farm before. This is the first time I'm owning a farm. I've always lived in a city. So the farm life is on the opposite side of the spectrum of where I used to be. I used to live in just comfort. Pretty much, my office job was most of the time just sitting down in front of a computer. It was not physically intensive. I've never done any physical jobs such as construction or anything like that. So when I moved here, I noticed that the land requires a lot of maintenance, and most of the farm work is physical. You cannot do it in front of a computer. Of course, I can hire people and do that, but it gets expensive. So at some point, if you are a farmer or if you're a landowner, it ultimately becomes your responsibility to take care of the land. Because if you neglect the land, you are committing a sin, because land is a gift. And if you own it, it's your responsibility to take care of it. So basically, there's a lot of work. There's a lot of chopping. There's a lot of lawn mowing. There's a lot of cleaning. And it's physically intensive. And especially when the sun is out. I'm in Costa Rica, sort of close to the equator. The sun here is stronger than in North America, I would say. It's more closer, and the heat is intense. It was not easy for me when I started out. Like, I couldn't even last for 30 minutes or so, because when I migrated here, I directly came from freezing climate. On the day I left Canada, there was a snowstorm last year, and then when I got here, it was like on the opposite side of the climate, like from minus 20 to 30 degrees. So the heat was not easy for me. So I used to get fatigued and exhausted very quickly. But over time, just like anything in life, like if you have worked out before, you build stamina, your body gets acclimatized, you get used to it. I wouldn't say it becomes easier, but it becomes manageable. So going back to the previous point, why I said you should be doing difficult things in your life physically, that pushes you physically, spiritually, mentally, and especially if you're a man. I'm saying that because most of the time we live a very simple, ordinary life where we just sit in front of a computer, watch a movie, or just sit on the couch and just relax. There's no physical stress, there's no emotional stress. We, as a human being, we need an external stressor to improve us as a person. And when you take on challenges such as what I'm doing, you're going to have to face your the dialogue head on. Most of the time, the internal dialogue just starts acting up the minute you start experiencing a challenge. It starts saying like, oh man, why am I doing this? This sucks. I will never be able to get it done. This is pointless. I shouldn't be doing this. Things of that nature, the negative self-talk. Gives you an opportunity to tackle it. And what happens when you push through these physical challenges, you overcome the negative self-talk. It just shuts off. When it realizes that, okay, this guy is not going to stop, it just gives up. And after that, you just go into this state of zen and flow where nothing exists. The only thing that exists is the task that you're engaged in, and you get it done. Like time flies, and then before you look back, you have chopped so many areas clear. And what seemed insurmountable, little by little, you got it done. It gives you fulfillment. Fulfillment is the key to happiness, I would say. You don't get fulfillment when you finish watching a movie. That's why after you finish watching a movie, you reach out to the next movie in sequence, or you go look for like the next distraction. It doesn't give you lasting fulfillment. It gives you a temporary fulfillment, which you hope to replace with something else. But when you engage in an activity that's very intensive and you get through it, it gives you everlasting fulfillment. And on top of that, you become confident to take on more challenges. And little by little, like a snowball effect, you will find yourself taking on challenges in life that you never thought you would take on. It builds resilience, character, and grit. Those three things can get you through anything in life, no matter what challenges you're going through. Maybe financial, you lost your job, or like could be a relationship, it could be whatever the challenges that you're going through. When you have resilience, grit, mental toughness, you can get through it. But you need to, first of all, build those soft skills, just like going to the gym and putting on muscles. These soft skills such as resilience, grit, mental fortitude can be developed, and you do that by engaging on physical activity that pushes you mentally, physically, and spiritually. So now you may not be living on a farm right now. So what you can do to push yourself, well, that's why a lot of people go to the gym, I guess. So you can go to the gym, but I urge you to find nature. Maybe if there's a mountain nearby, just go climb the mountain. Or if there is a small hill nearby, run up the hill. Do something that pushes you beyond your limits. Take on a challenge that you never thought you could do. For some of you, maybe running a marathon. You thought, like, I'll never be able to run a marathon. Sign up for a marathon and surprise yourself. You may be able to finish. And that could be a start of something beautiful in your life. I hope you find this video helpful, my friends. Until next time, take care. And by the way, thanks for sticking around for this long. As a bonus, I will show you the Chapidora work that I've done. All right, until next time, take care. I chopped all these things right here. Still have a long way to go. So these plants that you see here, they are an invasive type of weed called moriseco. So they grow crazy if you don't take care of them. So you see, I'm trying to show you how the seeds look. So basically you see these spikes here, like these spikes here. Each one of those spike is a seed, and these plants produces like over thousands of seeds, like one plant, and they spread and they grow. So the trick is you're gonna have to chop them down before the seeds germinate, and you're gonna have to keep working at it until they're completely eliminated, because if you don't, they're just gonna grow everywhere, and you don't want that. I mean, they act as a good ground cover, which is okay, I guess, but if you're gonna be planting, these are invasive, you don't need that. So that's what I'm doing. And as you can see, the terrain is very steep and physical, I would say, but you know, little by little I'll get through it. All right, my friends, thank you.